For today's practice, we're going to start down on the mats with a block. If you don't have a block, that's okay. We can still do these moves not utilizing a block. The block just gives a little bit extra elevation to get deeper into the stretch. So go ahead and come down to your mats and place the block onto your lower back, either at the middle position or the lower position. We're going to stretch out the hip flexors and the backs of our legs. So coming down onto the mat, placing that block underneath the lower back, again, either at the middle height or the lower height, kind of in a supported bridge position. Tucking the chin under slightly so that you keep a neutral alignment into your neck. And resting your arms down by your side. And go ahead and just close your eyes. Let the shoulders rest down onto your mat, making that connection to the earth. Taking nice inhales through the nose and brushing the back of the throat with that exhale. On your next inhale, draw the right knee in towards your chest and extend the left leg out, keeping that left heel connected to the ground as you gently pull the right knee in closer towards your chest by hugging in at the shin. Really reaching through the left foot. Feel the nice stretch on the left side and the hip flexor, the psoas area. Still continuing to press those shoulders, the back of your shoulders, into your mat. Staying with a steady breath. And on your next inhale, extend the right leg up towards the sky as you gently draw the hands down behind the back of your thigh, pointing and flexing the foot, maybe drawing some circles, bringing movement to the ankle. If you want to get a little bit deeper into the back of the leg stretch, you can move your hands up towards your calves and gently pulling that leg closer towards you as your space starts to open. Still reaching through the left foot. Try not to let that left leg lift off the ground if you're continuing to pull the right leg towards you. We want to find that space. Use that breath to fill in the space with the breath. Take 2 more breaths in and out. And gently lower that right leg, sole the foot onto the mat, And for the other side, drawing that left knee in towards your chest by hugging onto the left shin. Make sure that the back of your shoulders are still connected to the earth. And then extend that right leg all the way out, trying to get that right heel touching your mat. And on your next inhale, extend that left leg up towards the sky. And just notice the subtle difference as we change sides. This leg's a little bit tighter than the other leg, so I'm going to make sure to take the time to use the breath. So that I can relax my muscles. Pointing and flexing the foot, drawing those circles, bringing the movement to your ankle. Really reaching through that right leg this time. Still trying to keep the right heel connected to that mat. Especially as you maybe start pulling that leg gently towards you. I'm going to try to avoid raising that right foot off the ground if possible. Utilizing that space that we have today. And go ahead and bend the knee, bring that left foot back down onto the mat. Draw the right foot onto the mat so that you can lift up and go ahead and remove that block off to the side. And then from here, we're going to do a little spinal twist. So extend that left leg back out, draw that right knee back into your chest, right arm out to the side, take a big inhale, and as you exhale, gently lowering the right knee over towards the left, trying to keep that right shoulder rooted to the ground. And coming back to the center, changing sides, extend the right leg out, hugging that left knee in, and draw the left arm out to the side as you gently lower the left knee over towards that right. This time keeping that left shoulder rooted down to that ground. Coming back to the center, hug both knees into your chest. Drawing those knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side, kind of massaging out the lower back and stretching out the lower back at the same time. And then go ahead and start to bring movement, rocking forward and back gently. You're going to rock yourself all the way up to your mat. And we're going to come to a tabletop position. All fours, knees directly underneath your hips, hands directly underneath your shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide. Taking a few cat-cows here. As we take an inhale, we're going to drop our belly, lift our chin, and look up. And exhale, pressing through those palms, tucking the chin under to arch the back up high to the sky. 2 more. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, and look up. Coming back to neutral tabletop. Shift your left hand in slightly towards the center. We're going to inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. And as we exhale, thread underneath the left shoulder, hover above that mat. Inhale, reach back up to the sky. On the exhale, thread underneath and hover. Inhale, reach up toward the sky. On the exhale, come all the way down, right shoulder down onto the mat. Bring the right cheek resting down onto your mat as you extend the left arm out in front. Gently pressing the right arm into the floor so you can get a nice little stretch in that right shoulder, keeping your hips stacked over those knees. Option to take a little bind here if you want, reaching the left arm up towards the sky, maybe staying here or bringing that left hand out to the inside of the right thigh. Making sure to draw that left shoulder down if you're taking that bind. And releasing out of the bind if you've chosen to take one. Come back to the tabletop position. We're going to change sides, bringing the right hand to the center of your body. Take an inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. On the exhale, thread underneath the right shoulder, hover just above that mat, reaching through. Inhale, reach back up to the sky. Exhale, thread underneath and hover. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, come all the way down. Bring that left shoulder down onto your mat, left cheek resting down onto your mat. Extending the right arm out. Gently pressing the left arm into the floor, using it as leverage. Taking that bind, if you took it on the other side, reaching the right arm up, maybe reaching for the inner left thigh. And releasing, bringing the arm back out, pressing back to tabletop position. Curl those toes under, come up to a downward facing dog. Fingers are spread nice and wide, lifting your hips high to the sky, staying high on the tippy toes. And then go ahead and pedal it out. Bend one heel down as you bend the opposite knee in, and shifting sides, trying to press the heel close to the earth. Keep extending, lifting those hips up. And then come to down dog, bend both knees, look forward, step or maybe walk to the top of your mat, forward fold. From here, inhale, halfway lift, elongate the spine, reach to the crown, the top of your head. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, lift halfway, elongate that spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. We're going to come all the way up. Reverse swan, arms down by your side. As we inhale, reach up, look up. Grab that left wrist, extend over towards the right side body stretch. Inhale to the center, grab the other wrist, over towards the left. Inhale to the center, cactus those arms, take a little bend, lift through that chest, draw the shoulders back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw down. Inhale, reach up. This time, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, place the hands down onto the mat, stepping the left foot back and then the right foot. High plank position. From here, we're going to shift our weight forward. Keep the elbows wrapped in towards your rib cage. We're going to bend the elbows, lower down, hold, hover, and then lower all the way down. Uncurl the toes. Lift up, cobra. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. Inhale, lift up, come to your knees, curl the toes under, high plank and downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here in this down dog. And from down dog, inhale the right foot high to the sky, bend the right knee, stack the right hip on top of the left. Keep the shoulders squared off to the mat. Maybe straighten and bend that leg, bringing any kind of movement here in this position. Continuing to open up the hips. And straighten that leg, 3-legged dog. Inhale, on the exhale, knee to nose. We're going to step it through low lunge, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up to the sky, easy twist. And then we're going to bring the right hand down to the outside of the right foot. We're going to open up, twist to the other side, left arm up. Bring the left hand down. We're going to frame the right foot. Now come onto your fingertips of both hands. Gently start lifting your chest off into the thigh slightly. Using those fingertips. We're going to grip the mat with all 4 corners of that right foot. And then from here, staying here with the chest just barely touching your thigh, reach the arms out in front. On your next inhale, we're going to rise up to that crescent. Finding that crescent, shifting the hips back, right hip back slightly, allowing that left hip to come forward. Take an inhale, reaching through those fingers. On the exhale, we're going to open up to a warrior 2 to the back of your mat. Having the heel to heel or heel to arch alignment with your feet. 90-degree bend in that front knee. Gazing over the left hand. We're going to flip that palm. We're going to reverse the warrior. Right arm down, left arm up. And we're going to cartwheel the arms forward, framing the left foot. We're going to step back to a high plank position. Chaturanga, shifting the weight forward. Keep the elbows in, lower down. Inhale, up cobra. And coming back to downward facing dog. For the left side, inhale the left foot high to the sky, bend the left knee, stacking that left hip on top of the right. Keeping the shoulders squared to the mat. Come back to 3-legged dog. Inhale, on the exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Stay low, easy twist. Right hand down, inhale, left arm up. Bring the left arm down, changing sides. Inhale, right arm up. And bring the right hand back down. Come onto the fingertips. Low lunge here. Drawing the crown, the top of the head, reaching it forward. Gripping the mat with all 4 corners in the left foot. Lift off the thigh gently, just slightly. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Staying here for just a moment. On your next inhale, rise all the way up to crescent. And find your alignment in the crescent here. This time shifting the left hips back slightly so the right hip can come forward. Trying to keep that left knee over the heel. Taking that inhale here. On the exhale, open up, warrior two, facing the top of the mat. Heel to arch alignment or heel to heel with the feet. We're going to reverse the warrior, left arm down, right arm back. Cartwheel the arms forward, frame that right foot. Step back to that high plank. Chaturanga, shift the weight forward, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to repeat that sequence. We're going to pick up the pace just a little bit. One breath, one movement. Starting on the right side, inhale, right foot up, bend the knees, stack. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, stay low. Reach the arms forward, inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse that warrior. And cartwheel the arms. Stepping back, high plank, chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog. For the left side, inhale, left foot up, bend the knee, stack the hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Reach the arms forward. Inhale, rise to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Top of the mat, reverse. Cartwheel. Chaturanga, stepping back to high plank. Lower down. Meeting in downward facing dog. Now we're going to add on to that sequence, bringing in those twists. Right side, inhale, right foot up, stack, bend the knee. Inhale, three-legged dog, exhale, knee to nose. Low lunge, easy twist, left arm down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down, left side, inhale, left arm up. Bring the hand down. Stay low, reach forward, inhale, rise to crescent. Exhale, warrior two, back of the mat. Reverse. Cartwheel forward. Option to float that leg as we chaturanga. Coming back to downward dog. For that left side, inhale, left foot up, bend the knee, stack the hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Stay low, easy twist. Inhale, left arm up. Bring the left hand down. Switch sides. Inhale, right arm up. And back down. Stay low. Reaching through the front. Come up to crescent. Back to the top. Warrior two. Reverse. And cartwheel forward. Again, option to float that leg. Back to downward dog. One more time through, just like that. Starting on the right side, inhale, right foot up. Bend the knees, stack. Three-legged dog. Low lunge, easy twist, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Switch, right arm down, left arm up. Come back down. Reaching from the front first to come up to the crescent. Open up, warrior two. Reverse. Cartwheel. Option to float that leg. And we meet in downward dog. Now you can skip those little vinyasas. Left side, inhale, left foot up, bend the knee, stack the hip, open up, straighten the leg, three-legged dog. And knee to nose, low lunge, easy twist, right hand down. And left. Both arms down, reach forward first. Rise all the way up to crescent. Warrior two. Reverse. And cartwheel. Chaturanga. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. And here, walk the feet wide. Walk the hands back towards you. Wide-legged downward dog. Bring the left hand to the center of your body. Reach the right arm, right hand to the outside of the left thigh, the left leg. And bend that right elbow so that you can pull yourself towards your thighs, shifting the gaze under the left shoulder. Starting with nice warm-up flow. You got the breath moving. Change sides, right hand to the center, reach the left arm out. Bending that left elbow so you can pull the chest closer to the thighs. And release. Go ahead and walk your hands all the way back. Toes out, heels in, sit down. Find a yogi squat. Continuing with a focus on the hips today. Using those elbows to press those knees out. If you have a block, you find that your heels are lifting off the ground, maybe you want to sit onto the block to kind of help give a little extra support, or maybe roll a towel, place it underneath your heels, feel that space, lifting through the chest. Option to add little twists in here. If you want to reach the left arm out to the side and reaching the right arm up, getting a little deeper. Trying to pull the right knee back as well. Changing sides. Coming back to the center, staying in the yogi squat. Option for arm balances here. If Bakasana, crow pose is part of your practice or something that you're working on, now is the time, the freedom to play around and do so. Bringing the hands forward. The idea is to try to get your knees resting on the back of your arms. Shifting the weight forward, have your fingers spread nice and wide. And when you have your gaze looking out in front, come to your tippy toes first. And then start slowly shifting the weight onto your arms, keeping the gaze out in front. Lifting one foot up, and then maybe the other. Coming out when you're ready. Back to the yogi squat. Just for a little moment here, pressing the knees out a little bit further. And then from here, hands down on the mat, shift the weight forward. Lift your butts back up, forward fold here. Dance the feet in, close their hips width apart. And let's go ahead and bring your hand underneath the right foot and then the left so that your big toes are touching at your wrists. As we take an inhale, we lift through our head, the crown reaching forward, pulling the wrist back towards us to get a nice little stretch. And go ahead and release your hands from underneath. Use your your index fingers, pointer and middle finger, to grab your peace fingers, to grab your big toes. Have the arms to the outside of your legs. Take an inhale, draw the toes towards you, lift your head. Exhale, pull down, folding into it. Inhale to release. Exhale, folding deeper. And release. Go ahead and walk your hands back out, downward facing dog. From down dog, we're going to inhale the right foot high to the sky. Exhale, knee to right elbow and hold. Option for arm balance here, or just hold. For this arm balance, We're going to shift our weight forward, bend the elbows, lifting that back leg. Option to extend the right leg out. Coming back, downward dog. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to right elbow, hold. This time, knee to nose. Step it through, pivot the back foot flat. We're going to come to that warrior two. Finding the alignment in our warrior two. Making sure the knee doesn't fall inward, directly in a line over that heel. Reverse the warrior. And we're going to come to extended side angle. Now your version, you can have the right forearm onto the right thigh. As you extend the left arm up, stacking the left shoulder on top of the right. Option to bring the right arm to the inside of the leg or onto a block. Option to take a bind here. Finding the pose that works best for you and for today. Finding that alignment and then reconnecting with that breath. If you've taken a bind, release out of your bind to restack the left shoulder on top of the right. We're going to use those side obliques. Come back to your warrior two. Set the block off to the side. And reverse the warrior. Straighten the right leg. Reverse triangle. Come back up. Tee the arms. Maybe shorten that back stance. Shift the weight forward. Inhale. On the exhale, lower down. Keeping a light little bend in that right knee. Stacking the left shoulder on top of the right. An option to use a block here. Option to extend that top arm forward. And then go ahead and bring the left hand onto your left hip. Grab that block if you don't already have it. Bend the right knee. Place the block in front of you. We're going to come to a half moon pose. We're going to start to shift the weight forward. When you're ready, lifting that left leg up. Left foot is going to be flexed. Stacking the left hip on top of the right. Keep a little micro bend in that right knee. Option to extend the left arm up. Option to bend that left knee, taking this opportunity to play around in any way, form. And if we fall, we fall. It's all a part of the practice. Staying with that breath. Whew. See, we fall, we fall. We get right back into it. If you've grabbed that top foot, go ahead and extend it back out, finding that half moon once again. And then go ahead and bring that left hand down to meet the right, standing L, square the hips off to the mat. I thought I had it today. That's okay. And go ahead and bring the left foot down to meet the right. From here, bend the knees, sit back, take a chair pose. Staying with that breath, knitting the ribs in. Inhale here. On the exhale, bring the hands together, center. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to find a twist, hooking the left elbow to the outside, hooking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Pressing the palms together, keeping the chest lifted, the heart open. Inhaling to the center. Exhale, open up for the other side. Pressing the palms together. Inhale, come to the center. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down by your side. Inhale, reach up high to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, hands down onto the mat, stepping the left foot back and then the right. Chaturanga, shifting the weight forward. Meeting and downward facing dog. Now all that for the left side. Lifting those hips nice and high in your down dog. Inhale, left foot up high to the sky. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold. Holding here, option for that arm balance. Shifting the weight forward, bend the elbows. And then coming back to downward facing dog. Knee to nose or knee to elbow, then knee to nose. Step it through, pivot the back foot flat, cartwheel open, warrior two. We're going to reverse our warrior. Straighten that leg, reverse triangle. Rebend the knee. We're going to come back to that warrior two. Extended side angle. Stacking the right shoulder on top of the left. Again, option to bring that block in. Option to take binds. Maybe bringing the right arm back behind you. And release out of the bind, restack the arm. We're going to use those side obliques to come all the way back to that warrior two. We're going to reverse it once again. Reverse triangle, straighten that left leg. And come back up, re-tee those arms. Maybe shortening the back stance. Inhale forward, exhale lower down. Again, option to have that block. Maybe extending that top arm forward. And then bring that right arm back up and then bring it onto the right hip. Have that block nearby, bend that left knee. We're going to come to that warrior or half moon on this side. So having the hands onto that block. When you're ready, shifting the weight forward to find that half moon. Stacking the right hip on top of that left. Maybe extending the right arm out when you're ready so that it's stacking on top of the left shoulder. Keeping the right foot flex, pressing through that heel. Option to reach for the right foot, bending the right knee. Final focal point, your drishti. Maybe bend that left knee to help create that space to grab that top foot. And then when you're ready, elongating back out. Trying to kick that foot into the hand. Feeling that quad stretch. Again, if we fall, we fall. It's a part of the practice. Every day is different. And then releasing the foot. If you've grabbed the foot, come back to that half moon. And then bring the right hand down to meet the left. Square the hips off, standing L. Right foot down to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, take a chair. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bring the hands back behind you, palms face down. Squeezing those pinkies together, activating those triceps. Still knitting those ribs in, reaching the crown, the top of the head, elongating that spine. And inhale, reach back forward. Here we go to flow. Exhale, arms back behind you. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward, stay for the exhale. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands down center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, hands down onto the mat. Right foot back, left. Chaturanga option, or you can skip it. We're gonna meet in downward facing dog for 3 breaths. See if you can get those hips a little higher to the sky. Can you get those heels closer to the ground? Inhale, high plank, knees down. And then go ahead and just walk the feet forward. Grab the block. Come onto your sit bones. And from here, we're going to come to a boat pose. For this boat pose, we're going to incorporate the block just as a reference point. So go ahead, shifting your weight back. Have the block. Lift one leg and then the other. Place the block onto your shins. Holding that block. Lower the shoulders down away from your ear as we extend the arms out by our sides, palms face up. Lift through the chest. Keep that lower abdominal section activated and keep breathing. Option to maybe extend out, rebend, hold here. 3, 2, 1, grab the block, lower the feet down, and butterfly poses out. Draw the soles of the feet together. And take an inhale, lift through the chest, draw the knees down, maybe gently pull the chest towards your feet, using those elbows to press the knees down if you need. Reconnecting with that breath. Filling in any of those empty spaces with a breath. Maybe closing your eyes. Allowing yourself to really reconnect with the body. And on your next inhale, come all the way up. Extend the left leg out and then the right. We're going to come to a wide-legged fold, seated wide-legged fold. Keeping the feet flex, bringing the large toes, your big toes, pointing them back behind you slightly, and using your hands to maybe just shift your weight to get a little bit deeper. Again, just filling in the space that you have today. Now, if you're not able to get this wide, that's totally okay. We start somewhere. We want to just work the insides of these legs softly. Now, if you're able to get all the way out, that's awesome. And I like to have a block here. There's 3 different heights. You can use the block to maybe bring your forearms to allow yourself to kind of just rest, keep the chest lifted, your heart open, so you can focus on the deep breathing. We have 3 heights of the block. So utilizing whatever height, especially as we start to get a little bit deeper, as space starts to open, we want to make sure to utilize the space and allow ourselves the opportunity to maybe just get a little bit further into the stretch. You can also maybe bring your forehead down onto the block if that space is there for you today. Keeping the feet flexed. On your next inhale, gently rise all the way up. I'm going to add some side body stretch in the seated position. From here, bring the right hand to the outside of your right leg, or maybe move to the forearm if the space is there. Otherwise, stay up onto your hand. You're going to inhale, reach that left arm up to the sky, shifting the gaze up towards the left hand. Start to shift that hand over towards the right. Now keep pulling the left hip down towards that mat. Try not to let any space lift off. Using the fingers to gently walk yourself out a little bit deeper. Continue to reach, elongate through those left fingers. On your next inhale, rise up to the center, lower down, left hand to the outside of that left leg, either staying high onto the hand or maybe coming down to the left forearm. Extend that right arm up to the sky and then start to reach over towards your left. Shifting your gaze up towards the right hand. Again, now trying to focus on pulling the right side body down so it doesn't lift off that mat. Really getting into that side body stretch. On the next inhale, reach up, come all the way back up. Gently bend the knees, grip behind the thighs to pull the legs together. Soles of the feet onto the mat. Go ahead and grab that block once again. Lower yourself down onto your back into a supported bridge position, kind of where we started today. Walk the feet closer to your glutes and lift up to place the block into your lower back, the sacrum area. And then just allowing yourself to settle in onto that block as if you're a little paperweight. Arms are resting down by your side. And keep the thighs rolling inward slightly so that the knees aren't falling wide out to the side. Tuck your chin under slightly so that you still keep that neutral alignment in the neck and the spine. Reconnecting with your breath. And either staying here, or if it feels right for you, bringing that right knee back in, extend the right leg up, keep the right leg up, draw the left knee in, and extend the left leg up. Keeping the shoulders, the back of the shoulders still connected to that mat. I sometimes like to hold on to my block underneath. It also allows me to kind of just shift around a little bit as I need. And then go ahead and bend that left knee, bend the right knee, bring the soles of the feet back onto the floor. Press through your feet, lift the hips up high to the sky, stay in this bridge, remove the block from underneath. Option to interlace the fingers underneath your back, rolling the shoulders out and underneath. Maybe coming to your tippy toes if that feels good for you. Taking this back bend. Rolling the thighs inward, trying to avoid those knees falling outward. Imagine you have that block between your thighs and you have a gentle hold on it. Coming to that bridge. If you've come to your tippy toes, if your arms are interlaced, gently release the arms back to your side. We're going to roll down slowly with control, starting from the very top of our necks. Feel each vertebra, one by one, making connection to the mat. Feel that C curve. And once you're down, hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock forward and back, side to side. We're going to do another spinal twist today. Lots of twists. Extending the right leg out, hugging that left knee in. Gently lowering over towards that right side. Keeping that left shoulder rooted to the ground. Now, option here to get a little deeper into that twist. Bending the right foot towards your glute, reaching the left hand down to grab the right foot, so that you're kind of kicking and pulling that right foot into your left hand, but still drawing that left shoulder down toward the mat so that it makes connection. Kind of a little pretzel twist here as you continue to hug that left thigh or that left shin down towards the right. Release the right foot from your hand, extending that right leg out. Come back to the center for the other side. Extend the left leg out. Draw that right knee in. Shifting over towards the left as you extend the right arm out. Either staying here or option for that pretzel where you're going to bend the left knee, reaching the left foot towards the glute, using the right hand to pull that left foot towards you. So it's a kick and pull. Keeping the right shoulder rooted down to that ground and still hugging the right shin or the right thigh over towards the left. Release that left foot, straighten that left leg out. Come back to the center, hug both knees in one last time. Maybe hug them in a little bit tighter. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, extend the right leg out and then the left. And let your arms rest down by your side. Go ahead and close your eyes. Allowing this moment to give back to yourself, to replenish the body with the breath. Take a cleansing breath in, big breath in through the nose and hold at the top. Open the mouth, letting it all go. One more time, big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth. Either staying here for a little longer if you have the time, or making your way to one side to roll over, coming up to a seated position. To finalize today's practice, bringing the hands onto our knees, palms face up. Having gratitude for the day, gratitude for the time that you've dedicated for yourself. Maybe trying something new, you had the opportunity, or just coming back to something that's a part of your regular practice. Bringing the hands together into a prayer position as we bow our heads. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my own words, thoughts, and speech somehow help to contribute to each and every one of their happiness. I'm grateful for every one of you. Namaste.